I got the idea maybe he was in China to stay for a while, but I don't know.
He was in with the Vietnam War or something?
Huh?
He was in the Vietnam War?
Darling, I don't know diddly squat about his work.
Diddly squat? You don't know diddly squat? I like that word, low key. I might have to steal that hoe. Diddly squat? That's a good word. Diddly squat.
Well, this is an that's an old phrase.
It means you don't know, right?
All I know is that my daddy used to say that's not worth a diddly squat.
Not worth the diddly squat. Bro, they got me working this job. That's funny.
And that don't bother me with it. Go away, little girl.
You said what? When was where you from? Where your family?
West Texas.
Oh, we from West Texas. So was your dad in the oil rigs too?
Was it what?
Like, did he worked in like the oil rigs?
Yes, he worked around an oil lease a lot.
For real?
He was he went around the oil leases and checked them out. Is what he did after he worked for the oil company for a while. He went around and checked everything out and made sure that it was working and it was what it should have been. He was a supervisor that.
So your dad, y'all have oil?
Huh?
Like y'all have oil? Like,
yeah, it was oil that he was working with. Oil and oil wells.
When was your dad born?
Huh?
Do you know when your dad was born?
When he did it?
No, when was your dad born? When?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Like 19...
He
Well, hold on. If you're 91, that means you was born in like what? 19.
Well, he was
born in like
Cisco and Eastland and Ranger and Abilene and all of those West Texas towns. He supervised
70, 60, 50, 40, 30.
and made
so you was born in like 1930.
Yeah, probably.
You was born in like 1930.
Yeah.
So that means your dad was probably born in like 1890 type shit.
I have no idea. I was not born when he married my mother, certainly, but he went. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, my leg was in the way.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Good. So you was born in 1930.
Yeah.
Your dad was born in like 18 something. So did your dad have a plantation?
No.
He didn't?
I could tell you some hair-raising stories.
Pretty sure you could. So if your dad was born in like 1890, so he was born when slavery was going on, right? I know I'm right. Right? He grew up doing like slavery that was going on.
Yeah, he went every morning to the office and he decided what he was going to do that day, and
Oh.
he would go do that day.
Okay, I'm saying, so like when you grew up, did you ever learn about slavery, or like did you ever know what was going on as far as slavery?
No, he never was a slave driver.
But like you knew that was going on. Like did
No,
you?
well, he knew what was going on, but he never did have anything to do with the slave business.
Okay, bet I fucks with pops then. Okay, cool. Did you know anybody else who had slaves?
Oh heavens, everybody had slaves.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
So like how?
The ladies had slaves.
But they was having the lady.
They worked in the home.
But they was having sex with the slaves too, though, right?
They were having sex with slaves.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It was. That's how you get light skinned people. You see how I'm dark? You ever seen a black person but they're light skinned? They're like,
yeah, I have heard of the light. I've heard of
that's
the
how
lighting people.
No, I'm saying like that's how light skinned people came about, because the Caucasians was having sex with the slaves. That's how you get light skinned people. Yeah.
Well, that I don't know.
No. I'm saying like I'm just how you're teaching me stuff. I'm
all
teaching
right.
you
I'm
stuff.
very open minded.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
but dang, so
teacher of 23 years.
You was a
and
school
I
teacher?
know a lot.
You was a school teacher?
I was a school teacher.
What
for
grade?
23 years.
What did you?
Oh God!
Did you?
Anything they needed.
Did they pay you how much you was supposed to be? Okay.
Oh, you
All right. I got another question. So, like you said,
you might as well.
Yeah, you said that you knew a lot of people were having slaves. So, how?
I did not have.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying like seeing other people having it. How did that make you like feel like?
Well, I was a dead set against it.
Oh.
I had a woman that I had in my house for 25 years.
Dang.
And she was devoted she loved us. She was devoted to us. She was like a member of the family. She came to us when she was a teenager, and she stayed until she was in her 60s.
Oh, she was there for a minute.
So,
Have you ever been on someone else's plantation and seen somebody get whipped?
Yes.
How was that?
I stopped it.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, but dang, that's good. That's what's up. Because I always
jumped right into the middle of it, and I said, there will be none of this on this property. It belongs to me.
That's what's up. I always wanted to see perspective. One thing I always want, and I know it's never happened, but I wish we had a time machine and I can go back to see.
Well, you're looking at one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. So dang, that's crazy.
I am a time machine.
So
what? I know about every bad and good thing that happened when I was a child and grew up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so another question.
Went to college.
Do you remember where you was at the day
when I was dead?
No. I said, do you remember where you was at when they assassinated JFK? Do you remember where you was at?
Yeah, I did at one time. I'm not sure I have an accurate reading on it now.
How did you feel when it was when it happened? When you found out the news?
No, it just was crushed. I thought it was the worst thing. I thought we'd gone to the legalism of the system had broken down.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I just thought it was a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anybody would do that.
Oh, and another question. Okay, so do you remember the civil rights movement?
Yeah.
With Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King. Do you remember that time when it was going on?
Yes, and I hated it all.
For real?
You bet.
Wait, hated it? What part did you hate?
I hated the whole thing because it was sheer waste.
What was sheer waste?
every time anybody opened their mouth on either side, it was just waste. I mean, they were doing nothing but spending money and killing people. And
So you say you didn't like the fact that they was killing people that was like...
No.
Like, you remember...
No.
Like,
they were killing people for no reason, just because they were on a certain side.
Yeah.
And
like the colored and like the color only, like or like
even the coloreds were killing people.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Okay. What about what's another thing? How did you... Okay, so coming from how you seen people get whipped to being able to see the first black president.
All the time you could see people whipped.
No, I'm saying the fact that I'm saying like, cause like you said, you've seen a lot in history.
Yes, ma'am.
So from you to see African American get whipped, to you seeing African American being a president, how like, you know what I'm saying? Like how did you feel?
I was absolutely delighted.
Because it was just something that was like, wow, I never would have thought in my imaginary years
I went around and worked for him and said, it's time to do something about this, and this is the man to do it.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's cool. That's cool that you've seen, like, what's another thing that I've always wanted in history? Of course, the Vietnam War, all that stuff was going on. How was that? Because it was so many people that lost their lives, and it was so many.
I bet there was, and it was needless.
And then on top of that, for the women, women had to go and work
and rape them and have fun. They had great parties, rape parties.
What? Mm-hmm. You talking about who had
the women were raped
by
the dark people?
Damn, that's tough. Damn, that's messed up.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Because all of their husbands was obviously was.
My dad worked on the sheriff's committee that ran the city's town, and he'd come home with some of the damnedest stories you ever heard of in your life.
That's crazy.
That people were just being beaten up and raped, and children were getting run over in cars.
How was it? Do you remember how was the Great Depression?
The who?
The Great Depression.
The depression. Well, I didn't know as much about that because, I was too young.
You was young? Okay, yeah, okay. I figured, you was kind of young, so you kind of didn't really grasp what was really, going on.
My daddy and mother grasped it. I tell you, I would hear this conversation, and I grasped a lot of it.
Oh, I got another question. Do you remember around the time that, Oppenheimer?
Well, I knew of him, yes, but I didn't know him personally.
I'm saying the guy who made the first nuclear bomb, who helped. Do you remember, when it first dropped? I don't know how old. Do you remember how old you was, or do you remember?
No, I didn't. I don't. I guess it was that I was so like this that I didn't remember a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. But they came out with a movie, Oppenheimer movie, about some months ago, and it goes into detail on how he created the bomb, and how it made him feel after the fact, and how the government chastised him and tried to ridicule him. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. It's called Oppenheimer. It's based off of him, and it has Robbie Downey Jr. in it. It has a lot of good actors in it, but it just goes into detail. I think it was called what was it called? I forget. It was called some project, but it was like a disclosed project that a lot of people didn't know about. But yeah, it was a good little movie. I have
stopped watching most of those movies because
okay.
I get too violently involved.
Yeah. Especially
I really
yeah.
would knock the damn TV off the wall.
Did you
if I didn't have enough sense to not do it.
I got another question. Did you ever not follow, but like did you ever pay attention to Malcolm X?
No.
No, not really? Okay. Malcolm X is, I'm pretty sure you know who Martin Luther King Jr. is. Malcolm X, in my opinion, this is how I see Malcolm X. Martin Luther King Jr. was an individual where he's like, he's not about violence, he's about peace, he wanted everybody to come together, he wanted to do stuff the right way. Malcolm X, he has this philosophy is like
violence?
Not violence but by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? He's very smart. He's Muslim as well. He's very smart, but he goes about things as far as like, if you gonna mess with me, like don't mess with me because I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm my own and I'm gonna protect myself and Martin Luther King was kind of like, if a police officer try to hit him and stuff like that, or if he's kind of like peace. You can hit Martin Luther King Jr. in the head with a brick. He's not gonna do nothing to you. He's about God. You know, he's trying to be peaceful. Malcolm X, on the other hand, was kind of like, yo, don't mess with me. I got a gun.
And I'll use it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna use it as far as like I'm threatening you, but I'm gonna use it to protect myself. That's how Malcolm X was. Yeah, he's kind of.
Thank God.
Yeah.
People.
And he's kind of like, you know, the Black Panthers. He's kind of like, he wasn't ever a Black Panther, but Black Panthers was an organization that also was about they're going to utilize their rights, but also like they have the right to bear arms, but they also have the right to protect themselves. And they was really political, and they really not push the amendments, but they really understood their rights. They understood the laws, and so they always came together as far as like making sure that they can do things to protect their people, even in their community as well. So Black Panther Party it's a good party. Huey Newton. So.
You're gonna have to get busy.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go. Yeah,
Because my husband could walk in here and say, "You haven't done a lick more than you had when I left."
But yeah, it's nice talking to you though.
We'll talk another time.
Definitely. Whenever your bread break again, they gonna call me. But no, your bed is good though. I lowered it. I kept the on this side. I'm gonna keep this in here for them, so they know where it's at. And then that's everything. I'm gonna have her come here and put your sheets back on here too.
You gonna do what now, man?
I'm gonna have her come in here to put your sheets back on your bed. But,
Their feet back on?
No, I'm gonna tell her to come in here to put your sheets back on your bed.
Seats. I thought you said feet.
Nah.